What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Hopefully, everyone's doing all right. As I get my this way. There we go. Ninja Empire headband that people said I needed to have, so I've done it. And look at how close we are to our the screen being filled. I'm really starting to run out of space, which is a good thing because that's really what we wanted to have accomplished, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got a total of 8 characters I need to finish, and 2 of them are coming in right now. So we're gonna go ahead and add. I think it's this one. Nope, can't do that. That's right. We gotta actually have to open it up. Open it up so that we can get rid of that. See. Technically didn't need to bring the whole thing in, but that's alright. For the head, zoom it in just a little bit. So we're guess we'll put him up here. We need that a little bigger. And see, eventually, the idea would be to redo this and then make sure that everyone has the same size head, or at least facing forward. You know, everyone has a straight-on shot for the character. You know what I mean? So, future plans. Oops. Because right now that's not necessarily important. This one, whip color, right? And then we go ahead and take it, Control A, C, Control V, and so we're gonna move him over just a tad. Perfect. Let me come in here, Control U, we'll drop out saturation. Okay. This one is whip gray. Whip gray. And then what we're gonna do, come in there, yeah. Smoke front. Control C, Control V. Front. Right. And then smoke back. V. Puts that in the background. Right, everyone's got the smoke-ola. gotta definitely label your stuff, because especially when you have so many layers, because otherwise it becomes a nightmare. It becomes an absolute nightmare. And then we'll call this Whip Ninja, because we don't have a name for him yet. Alright, so he's there. Down. Alright. Close that and say no. Then this one, which you guys didn't see because I actually finished him off offline, which I have to say I do actually like. I like the fact that his gold, like all of his gold and stuff, is still muted. Like it shines, but everything about him is dark, and that's good because he happens to be a necromancer. Oh. Why is that even there? There we go. I was like, okay. Control C. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. You know, we trying. we're over here. We are over here trying. Trying to make a difference like you. Trying to make that difference, man. How are things? Did you hear back from left field at all? So we're gonna, as he is one of the leaders, I'm gonna put him there. Alright, see, like I said, and they're, because they're tiny, yeah, like that. Yep. Drop it down a little bit. Yep. So this is my, like I said, this is the Necromancer Ninja. I have to say, I really do enjoy making fantasy. The idea of fantasy ninja. Fantasy ninjas. Now I'm just gonna make sure that, yeah, that's what I thought. Make sure we erase all that stuff out. And then we bring him back down. Erase this out again. Like so. Necro. Color. Pasting B. I don't know why Photoshop never wants to put the stuff that you copy directly in the same spot, you know, like it's always confusing to me. Like why would you do that? I don't know if that's because kind of look like they're in the same spot, so we're gonna accept it. No call yet, only a general email. Okay. Like I said, let me know. Let me know. It gets smaller. What does it mean? That it's down? No. No, see, it does go down. That's too much. Yeah, that's pretty good. man. Why are you in there? We'll take this. Put that in the front. And put that in the front. Getting close to finishing the select screen, which means we will have an absolutely new intro for the character design stuff. Which I really don't know if I don't know if the format that I have is something I want to do. Like, it takes a little bit for people to see it, and I think that we're gonna go through it so I don't spend as much time. You know, I don't spend as much time on the video itself, because I think that what has happened in the past is that the video is just too long, and so I think I'm going to actually do it as a narrator coming on and going, you know, this person from this and this time, you know, from this and this village type deal, you know, and it just kind of tells their story that way. What's up, Miss Ebony? How are you? And what do you mean wake up? I was awake. You missed me talking to myself again. So now that we're gonna. This is, what is this? Yeah, what is, oh. Smoke back. And then shift up here, Control G. This is called Necro. I sounded down. Haha, no. It's an AWA, an email to apply. I'll be hitting them back up. So that's in February, and if I'm not mistaken, it's at the exact same time as AlaskaCon with Ben. And so if it is on the exact same time as AlaskaCon, I will be in AlaskaCon. So, oh, hold on, I forgot, I gotta do something. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. It's like something I remembered I had to do. You sounded down. I swear, I'm not. Although I did have, you know, gums. I did have some gum surgery. And that wasn't pleasant. But I'm up and at 'em. I mean, I finished this character, you know. Right, we were able to finish this guy. Finished him off stream. Really? A battle royal with just us two? Oh wait, oh, okay. Oh, more people. Okay, my bad. Yeah, AlaskaCon. So I'm a guest, or I'm supposed to be a guest. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Give you a chance to win. Doesn't look like it. Everyone's just out to get me. So unless I turn around and get that health back, I'm dead. Blew up behind the screen. Oh, look at that. Completely rigged. But yeah, so we finished the leader of the necro, the third house. The third house. So there's that character. And look, we're very close. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more to go. 7? No, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 more to go. And I don't even know, I don't know the second in command for the Time Ninja or the Necro Ninja. I have no idea what I'm going to do there. Not a clue. Not a clue at all. I do have another character though, but I want to scan in the stuff that I've drawn for it. So yeah. So do you watch any shows? I need to, but I'm generally playing with my kids. Or I'm with my kids, not necessarily always playing, but I am always with them. So I've been told that I need to watch Naruto. I need to stop being a weirdo and go ahead and watch Naruto. I can't remember if there was another show that I needed to watch. You get any ninjas from the Great White North? No. No. Not that I'm aware. It's like, not that I'm aware of. Who's your favorite contemporary artist? That's a good question. Who would be? Wow, that's a good question. My goodness. That's a hard one because favorites, that the thing is that I can't, it's weird, I can't do favorites for that because I like Humberto Ramos because his stuff is so energetic and cartoony and it's such a big break from what I do. I like Ivan Rice and David Finch because they're so gritty. They use so many lines, which is also something completely different than what I do. So it's nice to see that kind of contrast. I like Robert Atkins because he's really good. Elvin Hernandez because he's got so much energy in his work. So much energy. I like Skipperwing for all of his animation. I pull so much inspiration for so many people. It's just crazy. Who's your favorite dead artist? Alex Toth. Without question. Alex Toth has been inspiring me since I've been a little child. So, yeah. Without hesitation, it would be Alex Toth. Absolutely. Alright. Now, let's see. Who do we want to draw? Oh, that's right. I got distracted. I got distracted by good questions. I didn't grab my picture. Let's see, which one did I want to draw? That's the thing, the majority of my stuff is drawn, is always drawn in my sketchbook, and then I transfer it over. Which is funny, because most people, they're all like, oh man, you need to do everything digitally. And I'm like, I'm not, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Oops. while I do know and appreciate that everyone is doing, they're moving more and more towards digital and all the awesomeness that ensues from that, I found that I really still like digital. So oh wait, you know what? I'm definitely gonna try and change. I realize that I keep drawing people from this angle for these character shots. So I'm gonna draw it from a different angle this time. This one come up here. Sketchbooks rule. Yeah. I love my sketchbook. That's the thing, like, and it drives a lot of my students crazy because I'm making them draw in a regular sketchbook, and they're like, "Can I draw it all digitally?" It's like, "Nope, you sure can't." I'm like, "Why not?" It's like, "Because I'm an evil person, and therefore you cannot do that." It's like, and that's it. That's all there is. There's no other reason. which is also not true, but Oh, you know what? Maybe. What if we just kind of stacked him a little bit? Don't necessarily have anyone coming from the front. Right? We just do one of these. No. It's also still kind of boring, so. Yeah. For me, when I really have no clue of what I'm doing, like I drew this character and I'm like, all right, this guy's gonna be pretty cool. I don't necessarily have like the pose in mind. When I'm scribbling and sketching, there's not really anything that I had in mind. It's like, oh, this is gonna be the pose. So when it's time to come in and draw them, it's like, oh wait, I don't exactly know what I'm drawing. Oh, is it Skip's birthday today? The boss would know. I thought, you know what, now that you say it, I think you're absolutely right. It's probably why normally he'd be here. You know, normally he's here. I wonder how much we can get that. If we can make that work a little bit better. Today or yesterday? I think it's today. Okay. What if we do a complete profile? How would that work? Maybe we do that. Ugh. Doodle-doo-doo. Seems like once again everyone is like, so many people have bailed on us. It's just, no, I'm definitely not gonna do that. What do we do? They probably went to skip sport. I know, didn't tell nobody about it. Might be interesting. So, Miss Ebony, did you find any other cool markers or anything this weekend? Because I went to go look for some gray markers, and so I went online, found like a billion different things that would that I don't need. That I'm like, ooh, I should buy that. Ooh, I should buy that. 320 classic markers? That's a lot of markers. For 150. Now, when is that? Because that's just a video waiting to happen. Like, there's no way around it. That's just a video waiting to happen. Marker more. Is it on their site? New design. Go away. Go away. Free artist color. Plus sign up today. Okay, we don't care. Featured products. I'm like, where did you see this? Because I'm interested. Should be on their site. Oh, there it is. They have it on there for $169. Oh, 320 colors, dual tip, alcohol art markers, fine art and chisel. The final largest marker set of Ohuhu series. Oh my goodness. This set comes with 320 unique colors and one colorless alcohol blender, which includes all the colors of Ohuhu markers of the Oahu series. Buy the set and you will get all the colors that you need. The rainbow is at your fingertips. Choose from 320 brilliant colors and bring your ideas to life, whether it's a coloring book, masterpiece, or making your work your shirt. That's insanity. Is there? That's crazy sauce. That has got to be like every color you would ever need. Wow. Oh, on Amazon. Oh, it launches today. It's like it launches. Oh, today. Wow. Well then, that's something we're gonna have to look into. 300. Why would you do that to me? Why? 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 Oh, why? Oh, why? That's just mean. That was mean. That's all I can say. Yeah, you're right. I did. It was my fault. you're absolutely right. I was oh my goodness. It's so crazy. 320 markers. My word. I do think that I want that, because Ohuhu makes some good. Excuse me, Ohuhu makes some good markers. Want to see if I can find something that'll be helpful. I guess technically I should use my guy, but Did you get it? Or are you gonna get it? Or are you gonna stay away from it? Because that's a lot of markers. I asked if they will get the 100 pack for those that already have the 200. If they will get the 120 pack for those. Oh, the extra ones? So the extra ones, yeah. That makes sense. And they're like, no, not yet. I mean, they just launched it and probably trying to get everyone to buy the 320. Which, you know, you're like, well, then oh, no answer yet. Yeah, but like I said, I think that they're probably going, you know what, we're going to wait. Because that makes sense. And then the 320 it is. Yep, 320. Oh my goodness, why can't I find... I'm looking for a reference that will give me something I'm looking for, but I can't find it quite yet. Thought I had something. Yeah, see, I'm really not trying to, once again, fund it from that side. So. Coming out with the remaining 48 for the 216 pack. what I need. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all these gigantic packs and whatnot, but to be honest, what I need is individual markers. I need to be able to buy the individual markers and them not all of a sudden jack up the price. You know what I mean? Because I know that even with Ohuhu, like when you get the packs themselves, it's 50 cents a marker, right? So they pretty much do half. So if you're getting 320, you pay 160 bucks, right? But then when you're like, hey, I want to order, for the few that they already have, you're just like, I want to order this marker. It's $2.50, which in the end isn't like, well, you're breaking my bank. Like, I get that, but still, you go from 50 cents to $2, and you're like, don't want to pay that much. You know what I mean? Or at least maybe that's just me, because I'm just like, if I paid, how come getting them individually, I gotta pay so much more? But if I get the pack, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's all okay, it's only 50 cents. I don't understand that. Don't understand it.
I don't understand what.
How marker companies they'll sell the markers for 50 cents. Like some of these cheaper companies are selling it for 50 cents a pack. Or I mean a marker if you buy the whole pack. But then when you buy it individually, it's $2 or $2.50 or something like that. And so I'm like, well, I want them to be like 50 cents or $1.
Okay, so that you have to buy a bunch of them.
I would buy a bunch of them. Like the grayscales, I go through 20 and 40% grays really, really fast, right? I would gladly be like, hey, I want to buy 10 20s and 10 40s from you, no questions asked. But the problem is, all of a sudden now I'm spending $40, which in the case of like Ohuhu, $40 would get me 80 markers, but I only got 20. So it's like, you know what? I probably should just shut up, because you're absolutely right. When you look at freaking Copic, and then it's like, hey, it's gonna be $8 a piece. Yeah, I should probably shush my face. But one thing that I've noticed about Ohuhu and stuff like that is that they don't have all the markers, so you can't even, you can't really even get all the markers if you wanted them, which is also kind of a bummer.
You should try and get them all then.
The packs are probably meant to be cost efficient and start consumers to buy. They expect to make a profit on the individuals because they know the demand is there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. It's just I'm not happy about it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those ones I'm not happy about it. That's all. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this. I think we're gonna go with this one. I thought you were watching shows with the boss.
Yeah, but then mommy left, and I was like, okay, I'll just watch Everybody Hates Chris, and she's like, you won't have any time.
For what?
To watch Everybody Hates Chris.
All right. Yeah, and Mondala, I think you're absolutely right. It'd be nice if they had all the markers, because if you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna make these awesome markers and they're pretty cheap, even at $2.50, you're like, all right, that's not bad.
Maybe it's like
It's still a lot, but you're like, all right, I can understand that.
Like,
Um,
practically.
what?
I beat Snake.
Oh, good for you. You need to be able to give me all of them, right? Because just because you're like, well, these are the most popular, I'm like, that's great, but that's not the one I need. Which is something that I've realized happens a lot to me, right? Like, hey, this is the one that we're doing. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't need that. So. Did you die?
No.
You sure you didn't die?
Yeah. You know, I'm not.
Yeah, the consumer is thinking these are making sense. I'm being ripped off when the reality might actually be that the company is losing a lot of money making the Jew was. Yeah, maybe. Is an actual risk, of course. Pro markers and Prisma sell the same price individually. Well, I mean, Prisma's now up to like $5. You know, you're like, that's. I was like, Prisma, man, $5 a marker, and so, you know,
What a deal.
I guess, like I said, I guess I need to stop complaining and just be like, all right, I understand. It's not that bad. I should stop complaining. Let's try and. So many stores selling Prisma colors for $3. Get really? What store is selling them for $3? Shoot, because I can tell you that definitely didn't happen where I'm at. Shoot, that's a steal. I need a house for my markers alone. Because I've been pretty steady performers, but I don't sell anything, so I don't really have profit or loss. I mean, to be honest, you know, people they're like, hey, I'm using Prismas, and it's like, all right, cool. The thing is that it really just depends. I don't like Copics mostly because it bleeds too much. Because I've used them, you know, most people are like, oh, you've never used them or anything like that. I'm like, I've used them. It's just, like, I burn through things so fast. And I know that they have the refills, but every time I've done a refill with a company, right, when it's just like, hey, here's the refill, you can use it. It's so messy, right? It's so messy. No one has actually really come up with a really good way to just go, all right, it fills up, right? And be good. I'm like, all right, look, it filled up, life is good. Take the caps off of both ends. I mean, like I said, I also have moved on just due to the fact that I don't like how much it bleeds. Like, it doesn't give me the take the cap off both ends and it won't bleed as much. I don't know if that has anything to really do with the paper. I mean, on the paper, it really is that what it is, like on the paper? Because when I put it down, it just kind of spreads, just keeps spreading. That's my thing. I'm like, I'm just going, I don't want that, right? The new refills are good. Maybe I need to give them another chance. I've said that a couple times to a couple of the Copic people, like of my friends who are like, man, Copics, you should really like Copics. And I was like, maybe I just need to give it another shot. I don't really know, but that's there. You know, maybe I get the blue. Oh, see, I don't. And I have every brand. Yeah. Well, there's some that bleed less, right? They give you that control just a wee bit more, and that's what I like. I like the control. That is too long of an arm. So I don't know, it's just like with, if you're using like Chart Pack or whatnot, those bad boys bleed everywhere. Right? It's another thing. People are like, oh, do you like these? Like, nope. Because they're mostly meant for blending, And that I think is the bigger thing. It's like, these are meant for blending. It's like, okay, well, I'm not a blender. What? So, bleed factor and bleed. I always thought it was paper density. No, it's also the concoction of how much alcohol they have, versus ink. Because I'll use the same paper for everything. And some bleed more than others, so it's really just how much you get out of it, like how much their concoction is. I get my refills for $5.99, cheaper than the $24 they used to sell. It's actually not bad. If your refill is like that, it's actually not bad at all. Same paper for alcohol. That's only to test. That's only to test them. I think for all the water-based ones, I should really start just using water-based. I mean, not water-based, but watercolor paper. Hand. That is crooked. Let's see, so buy a house and in one room be a walled market. That would be cool. I'm just saying, like I would approve. Really? Is that what we're doing? I don't know if you can hear my son singing Tetris.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I approve wholeheartedly.
I like Tetris. It's a little bit sad that Tetris Battle got taken down.
Do you know why? Just because they didn't like it anymore?
The same reason the Plants vs. Zombies Facebook game got taken down. It just did.
Well, I'm mad that trying to find, whatchamacallit online, just regular schmegular Tetris to where I can play 2 people is not there anymore.
That's ridiculous. Why did you do about that?
I was like, wait a minute, how come I can play Tetris online, but I can't play it against someone. Like you could, in regular Tetris on the Game Boy.
Game Boy that reminds me of a video I saw. It was don't let your kids play video games. They call it violence ad.
Uh-huh.
It was old, like old to me, but
Yeah, it was old, probably to everybody.
yeah, but so it was these 2 kids playing Tetris, and one of them was doing really bad, and the other one was getting a ton of Tetrises. And so when the guy who was doing bad lost, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a pro gamer move." And then the next day, the kid who lost was hiding around the corner with a cinder block, and he smashed it over his head as he walked around, and it blew up. And then he took a regular brick and proceeded to beat his head in with it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
don't beat anyone in Tetris.
Apparently you just don't beat people in Tetris.
Yeah, that's just asking for that.
Asking for death.
It was a little bit crazy.
I think that may have been a bit much.
That's what I do. I lost in Tetris.
Here's hoping that's not true.
No
I'd
way.
love to play Super Puzzle Fighter online.
What's Super Puzzle Fighter?
I'm assuming it's Tetris.
I saw a game that I wanted to get. It was like, so it could have 4 people playing, right?
Uh-huh.
And you just run around this map over and over again, but you had to stay in screen or you die.
Oh.
And you could use power-ups and grappling hooks to maneuver around, but it looked really fun. Sussy Among Us? Sussy Among Us? Wow, that's loud.
What's loud?
I'm playing a rhythm game.
Oh. So. Alright, so that comes up to here, out like so. And then, let's see, so we do the eyes. That's interesting. Alright, so then the nose. Nose is here. Alright, and then here, the teeth come. So that means that it would be over here. Comes up. Of course, you can see see anything that way. Why am I drawing it on here? Did you die?
It's not because of my own error.
No, really.
It's because my chest was hurting really bad.
I'm sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. It's just a, it just hurts.
This will be up here and a lot smaller. Like so. Chin, out, up. Like so. And then this actually comes in here, like so. This is why I love drawing in the sketchbook, because I've already got it done. And that is a tangent that I don't want to have, so we'll just pull it out just a little bit. Alright, let's pull that out. 3-day work week. What? Another window. I'm watching The Equalizer 2. Nice. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. This come out like so. Have you watched the Equalizer series with Queen Latifah? Do. Huh?
After laying on the floor for a bit, my chest feels better.
Oh, that's good. I'm trying my best to get through Criminal Minds. Oh, did you actually get to see your character? Huh?
No.
Would you like to?
Yes.
This has to come in. So we're gonna have to figure something out with that.
I'll just re-escape it. Just rerun the
There we go. And so we need to bring. Oh. Thank you so very much for that follow. It means a lot. Thank you. Oh. Oh, we might be getting hacked. There might be some bots. Bots, everybody. Bots. Look at that. Bots, bots. Bots, bots, bots.
No one ever be able to see like that. There's too many followers.
Nope, that was it.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no, I was wrong. They just keep coming. Oh, we good now? Nope. Yeah, it's like the same person again. I don't know how to stop them. They aren't in the room. I have to buy. It's a bot. Anyway, here you go. Here's your ninja. What's that?
They're following boxes, covering it.
See? See? Purple eye.
Oh, I see it again.
Yep, there you go. Now it's all right in the middle.
What do you gain from it?
Huh? I don't know. Annoyed, I guess. You gain annoyance because it's not counting for anything, right? It just keeps happening. And the bad part is that I can't stop them. Oh, which one was the last one? Was it Philocube Diverser? I think they're done. I think we're finally done. But yeah, so this is your ninja. This is you. I really do like how this guy came out. Mostly because even though he has like these brighter parts, for the most part everything just looks like it's dull and so it really just looks like they belong together. I mean, the colors really work, and he's the necromancer ninja, so I really do appreciate that one. So there's that. So yeah, so I like it. I don't know if you like it, but I like it. It was a follower apocalypse. In theory, it could have been a lot worse. You're going at it again. Oh, you know what? That's probably why. What, did you just get blown up?
No. Why are the more damage than everyone else. Because I fucking wonder why. And Miss Ebony punched me and I lost a third of my health in one hit.
I don't know what to tell you.
Mod hacks were just a joke, but now they're real.
Oh man, I clean shot.
Screamer hacks.
It's like I just cleaned shop on that one. It was like, ha, ha, you all will die. You will all die by my hand. I know, I won. Yes. In a pretty good fashion too. It's like I was meant to win that one. Ah. These down a little bit. Huge. These ginormo abs. Look at me. Here, give this belt here. Where's my... Where is it? Now I need to find the drawing of his weapon. It's in this book somewhere. I forgot about that guy. Like I forgot about those weapons too. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Alright, let's see. What else are we drawing? So, how's everyone's weekend? Everyone's being all super quiet. It's like, how was everyone's weekend? What?
So I was watching this guy talk about Disney's 3 new cartoons and which one might be the next Gravity Falls. And apparently a lot of stuff happened in the Owl House that I don't remember happening.
Okay.
Like, the main bad guy, apparently we learned a lot more about him.
I thought he blew up.
Yeah, I don't really remember what happened, because I remember there was a final fight, like,
Right.
where Emperor Bellos was turning everyone into statues, and then the next season, it just kind of ended.
Yeah. Because
And
I thought that, they tricked him and all of a sudden, there's like, haha, we've tricked you. And he's like, what? No. Because it was like my mind's blank or something like that. And some weirdness happened.
Yeah, but another bad guy. There's we learned about who's sending Luz's mom letters.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it from the crazy mailbox?
No, the door got blown up.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't remember any of that happening, and I watched all the episodes.
He's like, I don't remember this.
That's too bad.
Just trying to be more productive and get some more coding done. Ah, yes. We're looking down at everything there. Down, so this is here. Then we start. So like that's. Yeah, it's okay. So if I did that, and then put the rope over it, because I have some serious issues. I'm like, I have some serious issues with what I want to do. And it's like, let's go ahead and draw the rest of the guy before we decide to either put the rope that I want to put on or the forearm gauntlets. Those are questions. All right, let's see.
My computer.
Yep. Yeah. I don't, it's one of those ones where, oh, no problem. I will gladly suck for you guys for playing game. I was just like, I don't exactly know what I'm doing right here, and I don't.
I just remember what Sean said, defuse a plant.
Well, yeah, but then I was like, where is it? And he's like, da, da. I was like, that didn't help me at all.
And kind of just,
I mean, because I asked. I was like, where the heck is it?
Yeah, I'm really glad that Sean just kept yelling at you because then we wasn't around.
It's true. You did.
I was doing some epic trick shots.
Were you? I don't know.
Brown.
Oh, Brown was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sean kept telling me that my boom bot was OP.
You're,
Got like 12 health.
that bot was... I have to admit that the one that you throw at people and it comes up and then explodes in their face.
Yeah,
I was like, because I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, what is
That's
this?
fair, but like I had told Sean before, before we started, before we even had plans, that like you had to shoot it like twice and it would blow up from any gun. And so he just wouldn't shoot it. And he tried to. You can't outrun it.
I was.
It's faster than you are even with your knife now. So you just have to shoot it twice.
Yeah, I was just looking at it going, what? Because honestly, I think I stared at it at one point. I was like, what is that? And then it just blew up in my face. I'm like, oh, apparently I was supposed to not get hit by that. Okay.
I understand why Sean was angry one night because there was this little box on a site that I would like to sit in every time I planted the spike. So I went out there to check if any of you were around. And Sean looked at me with his gun out. I had my knife out because I was trying to go faster. So I had to pull my gun out. He turned around, so I shot him. And he's like, what? How do you know it?
How do you always know where I am?
And he looked at that and he just turned.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm going to make my card game.
Oh, well, you just gotta try it. You just gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? What's up, single digit? What's going on? Welcome, welcome.
So far, I know there's 3 types of cards. Different things.
This is how you make it. Test and
Yeah,
screwed up.
But I can't
I'm
test
flying a
it.
week
I can't
after
test
tomorrow from
anything
New
if
York, a few days before New York Comic Con, and then fly back the following Monday. So I'm trying to get up, so I don't have to think about. Well, that would be good.
I just can't test anything if I don't know how it works.
Do what you think works. Try that.
I just wanna like steal here.
Yes.
But my game's already so similar to that.
Steal it, and then as you go along.
Change it later.
No, honestly, it's like as you go along, you're like, all right, well, let me add this element. Let me take this element out. You just gotta practice. You just gotta keep trying. Like, all right, I'm gonna do that. Bye bye. Not gonna be staying long. Thought I'd pop and say what's up. What's up? Just making characters. Oh, while you're still here, you said you wanted to see the character that I finished. So. There you go. It's my Necro Ninja. Oh no, here we go. It's the we've been hit by a lot of follow bots. A lot of follow bots are coming in and just ruining the stream. And I don't know how to, like, I could come in and turn off the follow stuff through, through Twitch somehow. I don't know how to do it. So this is the second time we got hit. So yeah. There's a third one. Yep. Yeah, no, I know. They're not in the room. They're just somehow, some way, they're just throwing bots at us. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, I really do like this character. Like this, I think this one came out real nice. I'm really enjoying this one. So there's a possibility that this one might need to be made too. because I like this character a lot. I think he came out pretty cool. Excuse me. Something here. So if we did. What if we did this looped into here? And then we had oh yeah, we just looped the other one. Right, so one looped in, that one looped out. Right. Do something like that. T-minus 60 minutes. Urgh. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to try and incorporate the rings. Maybe that's or we do make it up here. And I just realized that I need to move this stuff over because it's not centered. Right, so this would have to go over. No biggie. Just make everything a little bit wider. Comes over just a little bit. Okay, anyway. But if we made the circle over the top, oh no, you know what? We don't even need to go that far. So we'll put the circle here, and then we'll just bring in something here that attaches, like so. Maybe we'll make that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, something like that. I'll do iOS 15. Now an app that controls one of my lights keeps crashing. Oh no! Now Alexa will control my lights. It's dangerous. I don't let that have control anything. There. It's in the front, so hang here. Nope, I want no parts of it. What's your aversion to what? I can get up and flick the light switch. Ah, it's fair. Or do we just make it really skin tight? Skin tight shadow. That's Hey, AG, what's going on, man? You make these characters? Really? I mean, doing the sketch stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm alright. Like, creation of characters, I'm like, yeah, I think I can knock those out, and then I'll have a problem with the posing. And then I'm like, dude, why is this taking so long? Like, this hand is just giving me a hard time. Because I know that that's all kinds of wrong, right? And this is all kinds of short too. This has come out to at least here. But here. Here's that. Comes out. Anyway, I need to get in your head and draw something that proportioned, right? Yep. Use some comic book work. See, here's the thing. So here's how I plan on, like, I think I'm gonna make single digit Superman, because in my sketchbook, right, so I have him wrapped, and then on top of the wrap there's rope, right, which I'm not about to put on, because it would be like, okay, so if he was gonna wrap it, right, so there'd be even more stuff. So it's like, just obviously it would all be different color, right? So not only does he have a wrap, but he's got rope on top of it. It's gonna be great. You're slowly turning into a Final Fantasy character designer. More straps, more rope, more belts. Everything. I might let it go, because it seems like it. In the drawing, I'm like, okay, I can make this happen. But I think this might be too much, so I'm probably gonna keep the rope off, but I like the bandage aspect, and I need a character with a tattoo, so he's probably going to be the one that has it. As mentioned, I want to get some designs, like, need to get design work in the patterns and stuff, because it's just, I don't want it to be boring. You know what I mean? So I know it'll be a pain in the butt to, like, it's like, oh, we're gonna animate, which, by the way, I am completely aware that if anyone was to come and was like, oh, we're gonna animate this, oh, but first we're gonna simplify everything, I'm like, yeah, well, that's completely understandable. I would expect no less. Alright, man. Yeah, I don't know what kind of design we're gonna do yet, but we're gonna have some kind of design. Oof. What do you got? 45? Oh, I'm not gonna last. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the BRB, because I think I may have had too much tea. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Otherwise, I won't make it. I won't make it to the end. So I'll be right back. All right. Thanks for being. Do I want to be famous? Oh my goodness. Of course I want to be famous. How are you gonna make me famous? P double Florida. Mod powers activate. People are asking me if I want to be famous. Big follows. Oh, but you know what? We'll make big toe. We'll make them tabbies. See. No. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. Last one needs to go up. This one goes up. And then kind of comes like so. And what do we want it to do? Really something simple. We also need to come in and try and mimic. Instead of that, we go. Right, and that way we tie him to the other guy. Of course, we just kind of straighten that out. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't want it as big. I don't know. I'm running it. Faux sense. Bam! Faux sense. Let's do it. Is the head of the table. Yeah, Extreme Rules is going on right now. Is anyone, are you watching it, AG? Like, do you have it on? Yeah. That is the main event, right? Is Balor versus Roman, right? Anything good happen yet? Reigns versus, yeah. Caught a little bit of the pre-show, saw Liv Morgan win, finally. So, you know. So like I said, does anything good happen? I just tuned in a little bit ago. I'll catch the rest of an hour. I'll catch the, you know what I'm gonna catch? I'm gonna catch all the highlights tomorrow. And you're like, oh, who won? Oh wow, this was good. Oh, okay. You know, it's like, oh, that was fun. Oh, okay. I approve. Any fun weapons? I don't know if I have. Oops. I'm just like, I wish I cared. Like, I found out today, it was like, oh hey, by the way, it's there's a, you know, Extreme Rules is going on. I was like, oh really? Whoops. Like, I complete and utter blank. I was like, oh, that is happening, isn't it? Is there any match that you're, you know, interested in? You're like, oh, you know what? This is gonna be fun. Now maybe I should get instead. I'll give him these sickles. Okay. They can still be straight. It's like these can still be straight, right? Yeah. Come out. And background noise. It's fair. This comes out to about here. Then loops. Here. Nothing special. But it's good to see. Yeah, but he only he shows up and then leaves, you know, so it's like, because if for some reason he did win, right, let's just say, which, let's be honest, he's not, but if for some reason he did actually win, right, the next pay-per-view where Finn Balor were to defend his title, it would be Finn Balor. It wouldn't be the Demon, you know. So it's like, I'm not feeling that. My first band felt weird. It's good for you. says that Demon Balor is the only interesting. Yeah, as Finn Balor, I don't really care, right? Like, he's a good wrestler and all, but he's just not exciting as Finn Balor. And so it's like, eh. You know what I mean? It's like, eh. So it's sad, but I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't care. But him coming out as a demon, you know, that whole character thing with the smoke and him like, you know, that's really cool, you know, but any other time it's just like, eh. Which is sad, right? Because, like I said, he is a cool, like, he's a really good wrestler, but it's, you know, you're just like, eh, it's just, eh. So, you know, it's like, well, that's just sad, but what are you gonna do? Oh, wait, does that actually come in all the way? That would make sense. Like, I think having it all black would be way more interesting. It's gonna come over a little bit. Over here. Look, bam. And then do we bring bring this back in so it's here? No. But what if we did this? That might be interesting. That might be interesting. Oops. Four candlesticks taped together. Is it? What? Wait. Is that going on right now? Like, is the main event happening right now? Already? I guess so. I was like, yeah, I guess so. At this point. So there you go. I think that's where this ninja is right now. I gotta. Whoops. I think we're gonna put some type of tattoo. That can happen later. I think he needs a tattoo though. And then, yeah. Alright. Guess we need those lines too. Those lines, those lines. So I'm going, oh well, if the main event's already happening, right? Like, did he already kill him? Is it already over? It's like, and what's really sad is I really don't want the Brock and Roman match to happen in Saudi Arabia, because a lot of stupid stuff happens when they start scheduling for Saudi Arabia, and there's really no reason for Brock to come in and win, right? Like, he just kind of showed up, and then I like Brock Lesnar, but there'd really be no reason for him to come in and then just lose. You know, because if he came in and just annihilated, I mean, I guess it could build up to WrestleMania, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, he would have to lose. In my mind, he would have to lose first and then maybe get a second shot, because, you know, it's like, oh, someone came in and interfered or something like that, you know? It's like, oh. And then Brock could have another shot. And then if they wanted to give the belt to him, they could, right? But not, I don't think it should happen his first go around. It would just be too much, you know, too much right away. Do we have a flower that represents, like, life over here in the West? Do you know? Does anyone know? Like, this flower represents, you know, a new beginning or fertility or something like that. And you forgot to add it later. No, I didn't. It's right there. Don't don't do that. Don't go trying to freak me out. Cause that's literally something that I would do. Just come in and be like, oh, no. Especially, man, especially since we all know how much I love inking. so much. Yeah, the reason I was asking about the flower was because I was thinking about having the tattoo of life being represented on this character that is in the faction of death. You know, get some storytelling contrast. So, I guess I'm just gonna have to look and find out on my own. What is going on? All of a sudden, I've become very important. So AG, how we how we looking on finishing? I think it can kanji symbol. Yeah, well, the thing is that it would have to be something that I made up, because the one thing that I really don't want to do is, you know, blatantly offend the culture, right? Like I don't want to be like, oh well, I use this kanji symbol that means life, and it's like, but why are you using why, right? Like there's no reason for it. So that's the one thing I'm trying to really avoid. So like generally speaking, when I make like different symbols and stuff like that, I try really hard to just make them up, because then that way no one can be like, well, that means this and how dare you, because I'm already technically treading on thin ice by going, I'm doing ninjas, right? That's not my culture. And so yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just like I said, I I know, but I just don't want to. If I don't have to, I'd rather not get in trouble. True, but I'm not the one who can. I'm not the one who can stop that now, you know? So I'm gonna be like, well, let's see how we can make this thing work for everybody. So, but we'll see. Cultures crossover, they do indeed. Like I said, even with my with the intro to my videos, I had someone that I trusted who was of Asian descent. I was like, I need you to do this for me. How would this look? So that I had not necessarily reference, but I had consultation to make sure that I wasn't doing anything stupid. You don't want to do that. Don't want to do anything stupid. Working on lettering effects at the moment that I can start page 39. And you said you had, what was it, 50 or 45, something like that? How many pages were you going to do? Works. Who is to say the Japanese didn't go to Africa and didn't pick that up too? Yeah, you're right. You're right. And the thing is, the estimate was 50. And the thing is that I might just be overcautious. But in this case, in this particular case, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I think the one thing that I really want to try and accomplish, oh my goodness, it would be so awesome to actually put this out there, get people interested. Like, I'm gonna, as stuff starts happening, I'm starting to promote it more, as I get more characters and stuff out. I've been pretty active on TikTok lately and posting stuff on Instagram again. But it'd be really cool to have this kind of blow up and then get invited out to like an anime show out in Japan. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not something that they do. But it would be oh so sweet to be able to come out and be like, bam, hey, I made this really cool thing. Oh, I'm glad you like it. So much so that you get invited out to Japan. Whew. That's the dream. And they're dressed in black so they aren't seen. Who are stealthy. True. Demon mode activated? I thought he was supposed to come out as the demon. Did he not come out as the demon? What? Roman retains from a fluke or rope breaking under. What? Wait, so he tried to do a move and the rope broke and then a lot happened? Ah, well, I'm sure it'll be all online tomorrow. Oh, boo. You know, the thing is that I get how he's, you know, they're trying to protect Roman right now and not take away anything from Finn Balor. But the problem is that if Roman keeps winning in the sense that he's just winning because of all, you know, people come out to help his, you know, his cousins are coming out to help him. Paul Heyman helps it, you know, he's just getting all this help, or some fluke stuff happens. Don't get me wrong, every now and then they'll be like, all right, nope, you're gonna be dominant, so you're gonna come out here and kill people. But all this like random, like, oh, the rope broke and he did a quick roll up, and it's like, ugh, you know, nobody wants to see that. I want to see him be dominant. I want to see him just come out and just destroy people all the time. You know what I mean? Like, just give me this dominant bad guy. Just let him be a bad guy. Let him be the bad guy. And, you know, until you can establish a good guy somewhere, this is who we're going to have. Just plain and simple. Like, let's not even play. Like, just stop it. But as we all know, that's not gonna happen, so why? Because it's the WWE. It's like, plain and simple, it's the WWE. Well, you have the novel story set for Ninja Empire out there. Well, I'm really just knocking out the rest of the characters, so that I have a good reference for all of my main characters, and then we're gonna start drawing the comic. I know I have an outline for the story for the entire main story, not just the first arc, but the whole kit and caboodle. But I'm still trying to figure out, like, I'm going to start drawing, and then we'll figure out whether or not it's going to be a graphic novel or if it's going to be an individual comics. I saw this one person, and he did 44 pages of a story and went to Kickstarter and was making a killing, right? So I'm like, well, maybe that's what 44 pages is the thing to do, like do a little graphic novel. But I have to say, the idea of individual issues is also really cool to me. So it really depends. I'm gonna do the first issue, or I'm storyboarding it already. I'm storyboarding it now. So we'll do the first issue, and we'll see how far that gets, to see if I need to do, oh, I should come in and make this. You just go ahead and make it a graphic novel, or nope, enough happened here. where we can just stop it and, you know, that'll be it. Because I'm currently on a certain number, right? I'm looking at the first, because the first issue is just literally establishing just how crazy the fights and stuff are going to be. And so I'm like, but here's the problem we're having. You know, for that, if that's it, that would be one, not necessarily a really crappy first issue, right? The main character comes in, he finds this town, goes into the town, finds the person that he's after, and then, you know, goes in and like completely, and, you know, proves why we need to pay attention to this guy, right? But the thing is that if that's it might be a real crappy story, you know, like a first issue. So with that, you might be like, well, I do need to go to 44 pages or 50 pages. And if that's the case, you know, it's going to be a minute. Like if it was 22 pages, I'll have that out by the end of the year. But yeah, we'll see. I gotta have something, you know, soon though, for like the new year for sure. Like I gotta have something for the new year because I'll be going to conventions, and my first convention is on February of 2022, right? So that's the case, like February 2022. That's my I think I know what I'm gonna cheat. That's gonna be my, you know, my goal, and I need to have something new. You're writing that script? Oh, the script's already written. I'm storyboarding it, man. Already thumbnailing it out. But I think the one that I have is, the first one I have is like a 10-pager, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be an intro. So it's actually the assassination of the Shogun, and the narrator is the person doing the assassination, and they are talking about why this has happened, like why they've decided to come in and assassinate the Shogun. So it's a little like issue 0, and then I'll give like a little bit of sketchbook, a little bit of character history of some of the main characters that you're going to be following, that kind of stuff. And then we'll get the first official issue. Are you doing self-publishing? Pretty much. I think it'll be better that way, especially if I can get it to go through Kickstarter, because then, you know, if I decide to take it to someone else, like if I get the first one done and it's like, oh, I can go to like Oni Press or Image and go, hey, I've already done this stuff, you know, you don't have to worry about it. But I have to say, being able to control the rights of what I'm doing is very important to me, because like I said, I've done the whole thing where I've went through a company and it didn't exactly end. It started off really well, but it didn't end the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to do it as long as I can. I'm going to be doing it myself. And if I can follow this model of this Kickstarter, and then, you know, it's going to be really good, really nice. Someone told me once that Kickstarter is now the most successful comic book publisher in the US. Makes sense. I'm not even going to lie. And what's funny is that I asked Oni Press, I was like, you know, how, since you guys are, you know, creator owned pretty much, what's the best way for my students to get a hold of you? And what they told me was, Kickstarter. They're like, we find all our people through Kickstarter now, to be honest. And I was like, really? Like that was very intriguing to me that it was Kickstarter. I was like, huh. So it makes sense. Yo, oh man, that was the first time I saved. That's horrible. One minute to go. I think we got pretty dang far. Can't wait for the stream to be over. Style us down, everyone. It's like I'm sleepy. An artist stadium. Oops. You know, I would watch Artist Stadium. You should know better. Would have been bad if you lost time. I know. That was the thing. I thought I had saved already, but when it prompted me and it was like, hey, you need to name this thing, I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't saved this whole time? That's pretty bad. So, Enrique, since you're on, we might need to talk about you doing an alternate cover for my first Kickstarter, because I'm trying to get some really cool rewards and stuff and things to unlock. So we're gonna have to talk about if I can afford you doing an alternate cover for me. Because, you know, you being big time and all. Oh, did you ever get back to Rob? Because I honestly thought that the people who should be writing the Puerto Rican G.I. Joe's backstory should beat the Puerto Rican people. So you and Elvin should be working to get Hot Sauce's file card going. No, it is not separate. It's all about Ninja Empire. That's my thing, man. That's all. As far as my personal stuff, that's all I'm really going to be working on. This is my magnum opus. This is what I leave behind. I'm all in. I'm all into the Ninja Empire. Out of it. Shoot out to Rob. Not sure what the deadline is. I don't think there is really a deadline, but I'll reach out to him for you guys and be like, hey, you know, what's the deadline on this? Exactly. that's the plan, is to go ahead and have something and be like, haha, we're already, it's already got X amount of people who are interested. We've done this, that, and the other thing. You guys want this, right? Like, that's definitely the plan. Interested in pending Kickstarter before the Kickstarter happens. Yes. Oh yeah, that's yes. It's like, yes, all of that. Oh yeah, is to get it early. Oh yeah, you gotta catch them. Yep, absolutely. You gotta start promoting before you even launch. Like, way before. You're like, hey, this is what you tell them. Then you're like, hey, look at what happened. It's like, I got Enrique Rivera to do a cover, a special cover just for the Ninja Empire Kickstarter. If you want this one-of-a-kind, rare exclusive, make sure you're ready on this and this date. So, yep. This. Ooh, the one and only. I'm not sure if it's promoted before. I think it's really that you should have an audience already there that gives a good chance of getting funded. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, Miss Ebony did not tell me that we've already crossed over our timeline. So, I have a very, very early morning. And, no, by the way, I have not checked it out. I was going to watch it with my kids, so I think we're watching it next week because it looks amazing. Yeah, so we are going to have to call it because I have a very early morning. You did? You told us the time was up? I know you said we had 1 minute. I'm playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, you said 1 minute. And then I just kept going. But anyway, I said, really? Man, I missed it. Oh, no, I'm playing Pokemon Go. Oh, there it is. Sorry, time's up. There it is. I missed it. Overtime. I know. So I'm gonna go ahead. We gotta call it because, early morning, and so we got pretty far today. And it's like we got pretty far today. I mean, created character, got the pose, got to inking. So not bad. Not bad. I'm really happy about how far we got today. So we're gonna continue with this character on Monday, so tomorrow, and yeah, we're just gonna keep cranking so that I can get all the people done, and then it's on to the comics. So I think I got maybe another 2 weeks or so, hopefully we'll get all the characters done, and bam, we'll just move on from there. So thank you guys so very much for all the support, hanging out, talking to me, and as always, remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. All right, I'll see you guys later.